Hold me tighter, this dynamic says it all. You're the curator and I'm your animal. Feel like I'm sinking underwater. Feel like I'm going over the falls. My mind spins faster and faster. My heart is bursting through the wall. And just for once I wish we'd stop and smell the roses, instead of dreaming of things we miss. Elysian fields could be right under our noses, and rapture at our fingertips. These confessions of dejection and despair, when some great rapture is lingering in the air, I feel like jumping in your blanket. I feel like climbing in your cave. Your flesh attracts me like a magnet. Your cunning traps me like a cage. And just for once I wish we'd stop and smell the roses, instead of dreaming of things we miss. Elysian fields could be right under our noses, and rapture at our fingertips.
Hello, Gunners of Gunners. And one thing I want you to remember, in case you have forgotten, we are the champions. We are the champions, in case you might have forgotten. And the World Cup is trying to distract us, but nobody's going to be distracted, because the Gunners are here to say, welcome everyone again. This is the Gunners Army, where we bring you all the latest in the world of Arsenal. We talk everything Arsenal. This is a channel for Arsenal fans, Arsenal haters, and friends of Arsenal. If this is your first time of joining us, this is Gunners Army. And don't forget to give us that thumbs up, like, comment, share. As I always say, it goes a long way in helping. It goes a long, long way in helping. And I will appreciate. Let's share our opinions, let's share our suggestions, and let's ask our questions. I'm streaming live with you from the city of Winnipeg in Canada. Let me also know where you are watching us from. It goes a long way. Let's share our opinion, our suggestions. What have you? What do you think going on right now? Lots of news to talk about. The World Cup has taken shine off it, but definitely we still have lots to say. No doubt. The World Cup, before you know it, by Sunday is gone. And here we are. And my first observation about Arsenal right now, we have not signed anyone. Forget Pierre Capi, he's always been with us. Who else? We are being linked with almost everybody. And we are not seeing anything. But all the same, link. But I just have that feeling that by the end of this World Cup, things will move very, 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 very fast. And the first news we'll be talking about is Bruno Guimarães. The saga is on. We are being linked to Bruno Guimarães. Who is Bruno Guimarães? Newcastle captain. Newcastle have been selling everybody, and just like that, do we think they are going to sell Bruno Guimarães just like that? I don't think so. But one news now came out that to me is very, very surprising. And reports are claiming that Arsenal have been lied to. Arsenal have been lied to. That he is worth like 50 million to 60 million. But we are hearing now that he is much more than that. He is much more than that. Welcome to live session. You are free to share your opinion, your suggestion. It goes a long way. So we are talking about Bruno Guimarães, that Arsenal have been lied to. That is, deep down, initially when I heard that news that Bruno Guimarães 50 million, I was thinking, is that possible? Well, if it is, go ahead, go get him. But now we are hearing that it's all a lie. That Arsenal have been lied to. One thing with all these news is that some agents, they are there to push out some narrative, push out some stories, push out some lies. And once other teams are trying to get them, just to make the main team, in the case Newcastle, want to increase his wages. To me, I see it more or less like a trick. So why will a player, they've been saying 50 million, suddenly Newcastle is now telling them that don't be kidding. This guy is worth more than that. He said he's closer to 90 million or more pounds. And this has been surprising to us now. And the question now is, what's the next step? One thing is certain, we all know this. Arsenal needs to improve their midfield. From the Champions League final, it tells us a lot. Good, we were able to win the EPL. Good for us, we were able to buy those players that helped us along the way. We didn't have, our season wasn't that bad, but we need to improve our right wing, left wing, our midfield, even also our attack. Because right now, what's his name, is our main striker right now, Victor Gyökeres. And maybe our second in command in the attack, maybe Havertz. To me, still average. We still need one more. And Bukayo Saka, I still don't know what's going on there. He seems not to be up there. He seems not to be up there. So the question now is, what should we do? The question now is, what should we do? Right wing, something has to happen there. We just have to get the right player. Because Bukayo Saka at the World Cup, he's not been himself. Truly, he's been injured. He's not been that too much. Let me put out some questions, some poll there. Because initially, that wasn't what we were thinking about. But right now, we just have to, because to me, if we want to be serious, well, we really, 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 really need to step up. We really, really need to step up. We need to get those players that will improve our team. Because we can't just sit down and rely right now on Bukayo Saka. To me, Bukayo Saka, something has to be done because more or less like he needs some rest. He needs some time off. Our defenders, William Saliba, they've gone to the World Cup and the season starts mid-August. And this guy will need plenty of rest because normally this summer will have been an opportunity for them to rest. But they are the World Cup and they have gone all the way to the end of the World Cup. So what do we expect to happen? So the best thing right now for us, we need plenty of money. We need to buy, even the right wing, we need some cover there. Timber is coming back from injury. Seems to me it looks like he's injury prone. Must he go back and get injured? The likes of Calafiori on the left side, they need some cover. Let's be serious. Kapi is more or less like it's a centre back, but covering the left back. So if we don't want to challenge for the Champions League, we need to go for the best in class. Let's even forget about the defense. That midfield needs to be improved. There should be somebody else for Odegaard. There should be somebody else for what was it called again? Odegaard. Our midfield just needs to be improved. That's just the bottom line. We need nothing less than 4 players to add to that team. If truly we want to challenge for the title, want to defend our title, and want to go for the Champions League, ladies and gentlemen, this is Gooner Army, where we talk everything about Arsenal. Arsenal fan, ask your questions. Let's know where you are coming from. Let's know where you are streaming from. Let's know where you are watching us from. And today, lots to talk about Arsenal. Lots and lots of news to talk about. And just like how we started with Bruno Guimarães. Personally, I don't know where that's going to end. At the point I was thinking we are going to get this guy. But now we are hearing that we are being lied to concerning the valuation of Bruno Guimarães is more than £90 million. And that's going to more than 100 million USD. So the question now is, what are we going to do? We need to be solid. We need some attacking midfield. And that's why we have had interest in Julián Álvarez. Some people have the opinion that Julián Álvarez is not interested in coming to Arsenal. Some are saying he's more interested in going to Barcelona. But it's our job to convince. Just like you are weighing a girl, you have to convince him to come to Arsenal. That's what we need to do. And all we need to do is not about, if it's all about love, we won't be able to sign anybody. What we need to do is get those players that we know. I'm just giving him some time because I'm beginning to get agitated because why haven't we signed anyone to improve it? Because this team, no doubt, needs to be improved. Looking at what happened at the Champions League, oh my God, to me, it was more, should I call it like a disgrace? Because the way we played, we were just outclassed, we are smart. Looking at the Carling Cup also, final against Manchester City, we had so much outplayed. This is the time for us. This is the time to start a new generation where we dominate everyone we come against. It shouldn't be, it can't be total domination, no doubt. But to some extent, we should be able to dominate. Look at that Champions League final. From the beginning to end, we were outplayed. So we need midfielders like that to improve our team. No doubt our defense is solid. Apart from 1 or 2 players there just to make things, short things up. Because with Saliba right now, we are hearing that after the World Cup, he will be going for surgery. So what do you expect? We need to put somebody there to cover for him. So, therefore, a lot needs to be done. A lot needs to be done. If I just join now, this is Gooner Army, where we talk everything about. If you're an Arsenal fan, please don't forget to give us a follow, share, like, comment, turn on your notification button because we drop videos every day. It's all about Arsenal. I've been supporting Arsenal for over 20 years right now. And has been one of my best seasons so far. Seeing them winning the Premier League after a long, long time. So we are building a community here. Let's share our opinion. Let's talk about Arsenal. That's all I enjoy doing, just talking about. I remember those days. All we do, sit down, we talk for hours, all about Arsenal. And good YouTube is here where we can connect from anywhere in the world. So right now, just like we have said, Bruno Guimarães, this saga is going on. I don't know where it's going to end. To be sincere, I don't know what's going to happen here. One moment, they say he's 50 to 60 million. And right now, we are hearing that it's more than 90 million. Will Arsenal get him? Some are saying he's old. I even read somewhere, somebody's comment over the social media that maybe we should go for Kone, Manu Kone. And he's younger. I think he's 25, cheaper from the Italian league compared to Bruno Guimarães, who is like 28 or 29, older, a little bit more expensive. So my own question now is, what do you feel? What do you think should be done? What do you think? Who should we get? No doubt, we have a lot of no doubt it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. And I feel whoever can improve the team, that's who we need to go for. Let's not just sit down and think, definitely this one is going to work out with us. Let's get this, let's do this, let's do that. Let's go for whoever we know is going to improve our team. If it's Bruno Guimarães, fine. If it is Manu Kone, let's go. Because gradually the season will be starting before you know it. And one thing is, once the season starts, we need them to start the preseason together. You can't buy a player. Look at what happened to Victor Gyökeres. Those are one of the things that made the season hard for him initially. Even though he scored 21 goals or so over the course of the season, still good, but he didn't start well because the stagger went on and on. I remember he joined them during their preseason and he didn't gel with the team very well. And that's why now should be when we get those players and get those players that we need into our team right on time. Let's not wait and the season has started and you are trying to gel these players together. It doesn't work that way. That's the way I see it. It never works. It never works. It's definitely going to be a hard one. Well, we don't know more than us now, but my own take is we should go for the best. We should go for the best. So, talking about Julián Álvarez, if we can add him to Victor Gyökeres, fine. To me personally, no argument about that. We can add him to the team. And as long as we have that strength, because looking at the league, it's a grueling season. We have the Premier League, we have the FA Cup, we have the Champions League, we have the Carling Cup. So I think last season it was like 60 matches. So that should be divided evenly so that at the end of the day, nobody is burned. Look at Declan Rice, almost all the games. Zubimendi couldn't end the season. At a point, he became exhausted and he lost all his firepower. So, midfield, if it's possible, let's get Guimarães, let's get Kone, let's get as much as possible into the team as long as that team is improved. If you are just joining us, this is Gooner Army, where we talk everything about Arsenal. You are free to share your opinion, your comment, your suggestion. It goes a long way. So just like we are still talking about Arsenal and Arsenal's business because it's getting busy right now. We are hearing that talks have opened for Christos Tzolis. Negotiations are underway for this young guy. He plays for Club Brugge. He's a winger. He's a winger, and he's a potential new addition to because attacking midfield, defensive midfield, we all need this because we are defending with the Premier League and we are also going for the Champions League. So, what do you expect? It's going to be a crazy one, no doubt. There's no doubt. So, the preseason starting, and I wish most of these players, because some of them are into the like this Tzolis. If we want to get him, I hear he's very good. We want to get him, let's get him now and start the preseason together. That's my own. Because once you are able to train together, you do everything together, it becomes much more easier and much more safer than now signing somebody when the league has started or almost starting. We have not trained together. So what do you see? So right now, personally, I'm growing restless. My own is these players needs to be signed as early as possible. As early as possible. We need to sign them as early as possible because once they're in the team, they start preseason together, they train together, they're able to gel. One of the reasons why Gyökeres, for me personally, didn't gel on time was he didn't start the preseason with them. I think he joined them at the last lap of the preseason tour. He didn't even play there. I think he played when we played Newcastle at the Emirates preseason. I think so. I'm not too sure, but I knew he didn't play that much. And I was thinking of it, even me as a layman, I was thinking that this is someone who wants to make our main striker. He's not played with the team in a competitive game. Apart from, definitely he will have trained with them, but in a competitive game so that we know and understand what he's like. But it's one of those things, no doubt. We'll see what Arsenal will be able to do about that. No doubt it's going to be an interesting one. Leonard Trossard, just like we are hearing, is getting closer and closer on finishing his move to Beşiktaş. Gradually it's happening. For me, if I'm in the position to sell, I would have preferred to sell Gabriel Jesus before this sold Trossard. Gabriel Jesus would have been a better person to sell. I guess they're trying to open up a position that left wing for a new guy coming in. And since Martinelli is much more younger, I think that's why they're doing what they did. But all the same, so therefore, as we are saying, let's keep talking. It's going to be a busy one for Arsenal, and it's going to be a busy one. Losing Trossard, this is one of the players I love at Arsenal, but what can we do? We'll keep our fingers crossed and see how that plays out at the end of the day. No doubt, he is a solid player, and fingers crossed, and see who they bring in. If it's Barcola, fine. We're going to accept that. If it's whoever, my own position is the team needs to be improved. The team needs to be improve fast. So our fingers are crossed. We are watching what's happening with Julián Álvarez. We have been linked with all sort of players right now. The question now is, are we going to get Julián Álvarez? We have been linked with Bruno Guimarães. The question now is, are we going to stick with Bruno Guimarães? Trossard is leaving. Definitely somebody has to come in. Tzolis, we are hearing that is almost rounding up. So, no doubt, it's going to be an interesting transfer season so far. And so, talking about movements, because there are movement in and movement out. And we are hearing that Fabio Vieira also he has been purchased for 35 million euros and will be moving back to Porto officially. Good one. And my own is, let's get these players. Let's get those players that will improve our team. If you are just joining us, this is Gooner Army. While you coming, don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Goes a long way. So my question is, have you subscribed? Okay, so just like we have said, Arsenal, we need to get the likes of Barcola, because if truly, just like looking at Real Madrid, that's why they are successful. They spend those money, and that's why they've won this amount of Champions League. So to me personally, if I was in country, if I was the chairman, if I was in charge of spending, there's nothing stopping us for getting Julián Álvarez in that team, getting Barcola, getting Guimarães, getting Manuel Kone. Those four, there's nothing wrong. And in the right wing, we still need to do something about that too. We need to do something about that, because Bukayo Saka, let's be careful. No, rumors also are saying that Arsenal are looking at Ferran Torres as a forward for Arsenal. No, one thing with transfer season is sort of rumors and different things, and until it becomes reality, we've been linked with Morgan Rogers also. Where that is going, we don't know yet, but fingers crossed. We'll see how that goes, because in that team, we need nothing less than 4. And if you have to release some, all for one and good. All I know is that this season, we must, because looking at our progression in Champions League, we did what was it called? We did semi-final, final, we lost. So the next one, we should win it. We should win it. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Gooner Army. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. it goes a long way. Thanks for watching. See you in my next live. Coming back soon. I'll come back soon. More stories on Arsenal. So come on, you Gunners. See you soon.